They are the two greatest heroes the world has ever known. One, a god among men, able to bend steel, leap across continents, and see through walls. The other, a mortal, armed with nothing but his mind, his will, and the shadows. On paper, they should be unstoppable together. But in reality, they've stood on opposite sides of the battlefield more than once. This is the story of Superman and Batman. The story of how two legends became brothers and enemies. And if you love peeling back the layers of comic book history, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss the untold truths behind heroes and villains. It began with a meeting neither of them wanted. Metropolis had been under siege by a new breed of criminal. They weren't petty thieves or desperate mobsters. These were professionals, armed with tech far beyond Earth's reach. Superman had been tracking them for days, but every time he closed in, they slipped through the cracks. He thought it was chance, until one night in the back alleys of Metropolis, a shadow moved before he did. Batman was already there. For Superman, it was strange. This man didn't announce himself. No thunderous arrival, no flash of light. Just darkness, moving like it had a mind of its own. And for Batman, it was worse. This alien god was reckless, flying into situations with no plan, drawing attention, forcing confrontations. To Batman, Superman was a liability. To Superman, Batman was a paranoid vigilante who trusted no one. Their first night together was a disaster. Superman smashed through walls to stop the gang. Batman vanished into smoke, disabling them silently. In the end, the criminals escaped, because the two heroes spent more time watching each other than the enemy. But fate has a way of forcing people together. The next week, the same gang attacked Gotham. This time, Batman had home advantage. And when Superman arrived, he was met not with a handshake, but with a glare. The case grew bigger. The weapons weren't just advanced, they were alien. Pieces of technology stolen from across the galaxy. And the gang? They weren't working alone. Someone was supplying them. Someone who knew exactly how to make Superman bleed, and how to vanish from Batman's sight. For the first time, the two heroes realized something. They couldn't win alone. And that uneasy alliance was the beginning. But alliances built on distrust have cracks from the start. And those cracks were about to split wide open. For weeks, Batman and Superman worked side by side. But every victory came with tension. Superman hated Batman's secrecy, the way he kept plans hidden, always acting like he knew something no one else did. And Batman couldn't stand Superman's blind optimism, his belief that everyone could be reasoned with. The case they were chasing was spiraling. The alien tech flooding the underworld wasn't random. It was targeted, arming only the most dangerous criminal minds. Then came the night everything broke. In Gotham's abandoned steelworks, Batman tracked the supplier. But when he entered the shadows, he found someone waiting for him. Lex Luthor. Only this time, Luthor wasn't alone. Behind him stood a figure encased in heavy armor, pulsing with stolen alien energy. In his hands, kryptonite. Superman arrived just in time to see Batman face to face with the weapon. Without thinking, he charged, but Batman shouted for him to stop. Superman ignored him. The kryptonite caught him mid-flight, and he crashed into the steel beams like a falling meteor. In the chaos, Luthor slipped away. When the fight was over, Batman didn't thank Superman for saving his life. Instead, he accused him. You don't listen. You never think before you act. That's why people get hurt. Superman fired back. You hide everything. You think everyone's a threat, even me. It was the first time they truly saw the other as dangerous. From that moment, trust became a fragile thread. They still fought together, but now, both kept contingency plans in their back pockets. Batman built one in case Superman ever went rogue. Superman kept watch for the moment Batman's paranoia crossed the line. And yet, beneath all the mistrust, there was something else. A bond neither of them wanted to admit. They had saved each other's lives too many times to be enemies forever. Their friendship, if you could call it that, wasn't built on trust. It was built on the understanding that they were stronger together, even if they couldn't agree on how to save the world. In the end, the gang was dismantled. The alien tech was returned. And Lex Luthor vanished into the shadows once more. But the question lingered. Were they brothers in arms, or rivals waiting for the day they'd have to face each other? One thing was certain. The world's greatest heroes stood on the thinnest line imaginable. And when that line snapped, it wouldn't just be Gotham or Metropolis at risk. It would be the world. If you want to uncover what really happens when that day finally comes, make sure you're subscribed, because the story of Superman versus Batman is far from over.